Hi, Vineyard Brussels family. We're the Mabrys, Mitch and Julie, and these are our children, Trig, Finn, Charlotte, and Gwendolyn. We want to invite you into our home to learn how to celebrate Passover as a kickoff to your own Easter weekend celebrations. Come with us.
So why do we celebrate Passover? Passover is the celebration the Jewish people use to remember how God used the prophet Moses to help them escape slavery in Egypt in the book of Exodus in the Bible. As an observant Jew, Jesus celebrated the Passover with his disciples the night before his arrest and crucifixion. Today we call this meal the Last Supper. Jesus commanded us as Christians that each time we break bread together and drink, we should remember him until he comes again. While these are very serious things, it's also a great time to gather together as family members with some love and laughter to remember what Christ did for us.
So tonight we're going to give you 3 options on how to celebrate a Passover Seder. This first option is really good if you have young children or are really pressed for time. You simply eat a meal together, and then you read from your favorite storybook Bible or your regular Bible, the story of the Exodus, and then the story of the Last Supper. You can discuss how these are similar and how you're participating in something that Jesus did himself. You can incorporate some suggestions that the church had, such as dressing up as your favorite Bible character, putting a stuffed sheep on your table, or hanging a red ribbon on your doorpost. We're going to talk about 2 other options that you can do in the other room.
For our second option, for busy adults or older kids, if you'd like to understand the Passover tradition, the simplest way is to make a Seder Plate that Julie will explain to you in a second. On page 3 of the book, there's a simple guide, and you only have to read 1 page. It explains everything. After you've eaten your Seder Plate, you're able to celebrate communion like we usually do at church together with your family.
For our third option, we like to go through the whole booklet as a family because this helps us really understand how Passover was celebrated and why we should still continue to celebrate it. The first thing you have to do is print out the book. This seems like this should be the easiest step, but there are a couple tricks to it. So let me show you exactly how we're going to assemble our book. The first page is our front cover and our back cover. So we're going to put that face down. Then we're going to take page 2 and page 3 and set it on top. Then we're going to take page 3 and 22 and set it upside down again. Page 4 and 21 go right side up, and I think you'll get the idea. 5 and 20 are going to go upside down. Continue that through the whole book and then just fold it in half. Now you have a book for your Seder celebration. For the Seder plate, you're going to need 6 things. We'll start with our lamb. This can be lamb chops or lamb meatballs from your local grocery store. This symbolizes the lamb that the Israelites ate the night before their exodus from Egypt. You're also going to need 3 sheets of matzah. This symbolizes the Trinity and the bread that the Israelites baked that did not have any yeast in it. We bought this in the Israeli section at Carrefour. You can also use flatbread or pitas if you can't find any matzah. Really, any bread as long as it does not have yeast in it. You're going to need bitter herbs. We use a horseradish bread, again from our local Carrefour. The bitter herbs symbolize the bitterness of slavery. Our karpas is a non-bitter vegetable, so usually celery or parsley is used. You're also going to need a cup of salt water to dip the karpas in. This symbolizes the tears that the Israelites shed. Our last item is everyone's favorite. This is called Harriset. It's a mixture of apples, nuts, raisins, mixed in with a whole glug of grape juice and cinnamon. We add honey to it sometimes. This is supposed to be very, very, very sweet. It symbolizes the sweetness of freedom after the bitterness of sin and slavery. If you don't want your kids to have that much sugar, then you're welcome to use just some cut up mixed fruit as well.
So here are a few other things that you'll need to get ready for your Passover celebration. You'll need 4 empty wine glasses, a pitcher of either grape juice or red wine, depending on your family. You'll need 2 candles that you will light at the beginning of the meal. You'll need a bowl that you'll fill with water and a towel to dry off people's hands after you wash them. You'll need a napkin or a towel that you'll wrap the matzah in to hide it for the kids to search for it. You'll need your favorite Bible or Bible storybook so you can remember the story of Moses and the Exodus from Egypt. And finally, you'll need a small prize for the kids for whoever finds the hidden matzah in the towel. Once you have all these items ready to go, you're prepared to celebrate your Passover as a family. So get everything together, gather around the table, and have a great time. Next week, we'll have a new video that will come out that will explain to you step by step how to celebrate the meal together. Thanks for watching.